Welcome to Uncensored Citizen Sports News. Kindly subscribe, like, and share this news.
And that's what is necessary anyway. If the other teams wouldn't do anything better than last year, for example, and it was difficult enough, then we have to improve. Anyway, that's what we try. Little tweaks, little like building on the stuff we know we can do, and getting there a bit more variety.
Jurgen Klopp admits Liverpool transfer plan has changed after Ibrahima Konate injury. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp admitted that Nat Phillips is likely to stay at Anfield after Ibrahima Konate's injury. Jurgen Klopp says Nat Phillips is now likely to stay at Anfield this summer as Liverpool's injuries mount up. The Reds boss confirmed Ibrahima Konate will be out for a while after the centre-back suffered a knee problem in last Sunday's friendly defeat to Strasbourg at Anfield. And Klopp admits the problem for the Frenchman could impact the future of Nat Phillips, who had been expected to leave this summer with Bournemouth among a number of interested clubs. Liverpool face fixture chaos with massive pile-up caused by Champions League. The simple answer, Roy Keane sends blunt Liverpool message ahead of Premier League season. Asked if the centre-back will now stay beyond the transfer deadline, Klopp said, probably. Konate's injury will influence the outgoing transfers, I would say. Meanwhile, Klopp hasn't ruled out making another move in the transfer window after admitting Liverpool have too many injuries. Curtis Jones is still wearing a protective boot as Liverpool continue to assess a calf injury that forced him to miss the game last weekend, while Diogo Jota remains a few weeks away from a return after aggravating a hamstring problem, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is likely to be sidelined for several months after suffering a similar issue. Callum Kelleher, who hasn't featured all pre-season, is expected to be out until next month, although Kostas Tsimikas should resume training next week. But while not having any immediate plans to bolster the squad with a new arrival before the September 1st deadline, Klopp is keeping an open mind. We have too many injuries, that's true, said the Reds boss. But in the moment nothing has changed, in terms of new signings. A lot of unlucky situations. Started with Keane and Diogo, pretty much one was injured and one had a re-injury. With Diogo it was slightly too early, in a few weeks time they will be back, but they've missed pre-season and that's not cool. Ibu in a challenge in the game against Strasbourg, what happened there we have to see how long it will take, but he's out for a while. Oxlade, of course, too. Kostas unlucky in a training situation. He is out on the pitch now and in his opinion he might be ready to train next week, which is helpful. Curtis, we hope we caught it at the right moment. That's how it is with young players. They have some kind of stress reaction sometimes and it's not massive pain, but it could lead to something serious. We caught it early but still have to be careful now. But we cannot solve a problem we have for 4 weeks with a transfer for a full year. That makes at the moment no sense to us. But the transfer window is still open and we will see. But the plans are not to go in that direction. Liverpool will at least be able to call upon Alisson Becker for the Premier League opener at Fulham on Saturday after the goalkeeper was absent from the last 4 friendlies with an abdominal problem. And Naby Keita should be in contention having missed the Strasbourg game through illness. Ali is fine, said Klopp on Friday. Naby I think will be back today the first day. I underestimated that, his illness, a little bit when I said he would definitely be fine. Yesterday some symptoms still, not COVID, but not right.
Variety and stuff like this, being more dominant in moments with and without the ball. So a lot of football stuff we were thinking about, and we tried to help the boys to do that it becomes natural, let me say like this, with training sessions. Enjoyed the pre-season, most part of it, and yeah, so I'm positive, but that's the problem. It's a bit my nature. So we will see. I'm now at a managers' meeting in London, and yeah, getting promoted by playing football is for me one of the hardest things to do in this championship. I didn't ever play all football, but being a real football playing side, more possession, all these kind of things, not that much. Set pieces are important, but not the main thing, all these kind of things. So it gets all my respect, and that's what Fulham did with a really good team. But now they obviously have, well, Fabio was an important part of that team. Harry is an important part of that team. I think he's injured, so these kind of things are, well, of course, difficult. And in the week before we play a team, or a few days before we play a team, I read a little bit about them, and not only watch games but read a little about them, and then you see that is obviously they think they have still a few problems to solve in the transfer market. So, but it's not. I'm not sure. Third for sure. Maybe the fourth time in a row that we play the champion of the last championship season, which is always like full of confidence. The opponent, now it's away. Fulham will be tough. Definitely will be a completely different game. I'm happy that we played the City game, to be honest, because we gave out a little bit of a hint where we are. But it's a completely different game, and we have to be ready for that.
Just to check, has there been anything to change your mind over adding further to your squad before that day?
Yeah, in a moment, yes. We have too many injuries, that's true. But in a moment, nothing changed.
Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe, like and share this news for more.